right, state your name, please. Take off your sunglasses.
All right.
I need to see, yeah, I need to see your eyes. Good.
Is that better?
Much better. Now I can see your eyes. All right. The plaintiff is suing his former assistant for stolen money.
Yeah, that's right.
Dennis, state your case.
I've been on my friend Thayer here for 12 years, and you know, sometimes can be arrogant, sometimes and stuff like that.
Watch your language.
Okay.
You're the hero on your court, but I'm ruling my court.
All right,
we don't use that language here.
All right.
All right? Okay? By the way, how tall are you? How tall? I need to know this.
I'm 6'8".
6'8"?
Yeah, 6'8".
All right. How do you know him? Why are you suing him?
Well, I say back in 1996, I met this guy here. Well, I met him. He was working at a body shop, and we got along fairly well. And then he got into trouble. He went to prison for doing, selling paraphernalias. And
did you deal drugs?
Yes.
Did you have a drug problem?
No.
No, just in it for the money, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So you meet him.
I came back to Chicago to play my last season, and I went back to California that summer. And
okay, he came back to Chicago. First of all,
yeah.
Good for you. We love Chicago here. Everybody here is from Chicago. Now, we love Chicago. All right, so you come back to Chicago.
I went to Chicago, and we won the championship. So I went back and found out he was in jail. And I went to prison. I went to the courthouse, and I went there, sat down in the courtroom. He's behind the glass smiling. I said, "What are you smiling for? You're going to prison."
Well, because he's the hero of the prison. You came to visit him.
No, I'm thinking it's smart because he's having him there to support him as far as they try to get him out. So I went there to try to get him out and stuff like that. But he went to jail for a year. Then he decided to do it again.
You went back there?
Parole violation.
What'd you do?
Do anything again.
Oh, hogwash. They don't send you back on a parole violation unless you did something.
My business partner was a criminal, and it was association.
So your business partner is a criminal, so you went to jail?
Association, yeah. You know anything about the parole board, right? The parole is not court, no lawyers.
There you go.
I was a DA, a prosecutor, and a judge. Yeah. DA is a prosecutor.
Yeah,
I ran a major office.
With parole department. Parole department is its own
No kidding.
entity. So
is it? Back to Dennis. Go ahead.
So we became friends after he got out of prison and stuff like that, and I asked him to come work for me. And because I felt kind of sorry for him. I felt sorry for him because he was doing some like these odds and ends jobs, getting into trouble all the time, doing certain things.
And you decide to hire him?
Yeah, I hired him, and we've been together for 5 years after that, and we decided to go to Atlantic City to do this promotion event. So we went there, I did my thing, we partying, having a good time, had some drinks, gambling a little bit, and so I got paid for the event. So I didn't want to hold my money, so I got like $4,000. It ain't about the money. It ain't about the money. It's about the principle of it. I told him to hold my money, so I was going to bed. So as I'm going to bed, he decided that he wanted to go have more of a good time. So he took my $4,000 and went gamble it or whatever.
You swore to tell the truth. Raise your hand. I swore to tell the truth.
So you know what? Can I get
when do I get to talk?
In a minute. In a minute. Thayer, okay. You're going to get your turn. What is this?
That's one of the,
is this
the things
evidence?
I gave to him that day.
I can't show it to you.
Okay, cool.
No. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Thayer. Hit it.
I can tell you what's on that napkin, and I didn't see it.
What's it say?
Probably asked you to go out or for your phone number.
You know what? If he did, then he would be held in contempt of court.
Yeah, see?
I don't know.
That's why he's arrogant. That's why we're in court right now.
And coming from you, calling him arrogant is really something.
Did you learn that word this week?
Seriously.
All right. Thayer, I want you to state your case. Did he give you $4,000?
Here's the deal. I'm going to go back because he left out a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. I've known him for 12 years. We worked together. When he hired me, I owned a body shop and a cigar shop at the time. That's why we got along so well, is because I used to give him cigars. We both smoked cigars.
Not Cubans, I'm sure.
Never Cubans. No, that's illegal. We had a friendship, and I would do things with him, travel with him, and have him do his commitments and stuff like that before he was even paying me to do anything. And then when this happened, he'd already been to Dallas, went to the Mavericks. I stopped working with him when he went to Dallas Mavericks. All right, so when he came back, we ran into each other, and he was working with Prince Marketing Group, and that's how we reconnected. He was working with Darren at Prince Marketing Group, and Darren asked me to help him.
Who's Darren?
His agent.
And what is your job with Dennis?
To make sure he does his commitments. Whatever he commits to, he has to do them. Dennis changes his mind a lot. I didn't get paid. Nobody paid me.
You weren't working for Prince Marketing Group?
No, I was doing it just as a friend.
As a friend.
I've been working for the company that I'm with
What was
now
your first?
for
Let me
10
ask you
years.
something. Thayer,
I
what
got
was
a
your
10-year
first-
achievement ring. How the hell do you get 10-year achievement
Watch
ring?
your language, Thayer.
Wow.
What's your first impression of him?
Crazy.
Wow.
He's nuts.
All right. Now, what was his job as it related to you?
It's more like most guys, most athletes have these guys that hang around and make sure they get in certain places, certain times, stuff
All
like
right.
that.
So, like, if you're the worm, he's the early bird that gets the worm there on
Yeah, pretty
time.
much.
Is that
Pretty
what's
much.
going on here?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
what happens at the casino? Why are you in the casino this night?
I'm doing a promotion, an event at a club. And,
All right. And how much do you make, Dennis?
It was 20 grand.
20 grand.
They gave him 10 in cash
Right.
and 10 in a check.
10. Okay. So he's got 10 cash. You give him 4?
I give him 4,000.
After he lost 6 gambling.
Did you lose 6 gambling?
Ooh, boy, this guy, he says, that's what
Why is it so hard to answer that question? Did
it's
you
not
lose
even
6?
hard, it's like hard talking to him.
Did you get along with him?
I got along real well.
Okay,
He
all
loves
right.
he loves women too much.
He loves women too much?
Way too much.
And you don't?
I get preoccupied.
No, I don't know.
I get preoccupied. But the point is that, no, I didn't work for him, but he was my best friend. He's
Does
been
he
my best
give
friend
you-
for 12 years.
Got it. But
Right.
does he give you money that night?
Yes, he does.
How much?
4 grand.
And what do you do with it?
I gambled with it and lost it.
Okay. Why did you give him?
There you go. See?
I'm
Why-
telling the truth. He gave me 4 grand. I did lose it, but he told me to try to win some of his money back. I was winning on the table.
Well, who are you, Annie Duke? Why is he giving you his money to gamble with?
Annie Duke.
Why are you giving?
We're not playing poker. We're playing blackjack.
Oh,
Annie
blackjack.
Duke's a poker player.
Okay.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying right there. See, he think that I owe him money.
Okay. You gave him $4,000.
Yeah.
What did you say when you gave him $4,000?
That's it, dude. Just, just hold the money.
Hold the money. I lost $6,000.
The next day, I said, "Where's the money at?" I lost it. I said, "What? You lost 4,000?" Yeah. And I said, "Why?" I had a bad roll. He started complaining to me. Why are you giving me the money? I'm like, why give you the money? I asked you to hold it.
Okay.
I didn't ask you to spend it.
All right.
My
now,
point exactly. He gave me the money to try to win his money back. The next day I asked him, he said, well, you lost my money. I'm like, okay, so we'll call it even because you promised me in December 5 grand for a Christmas bonus.
that it
Both
was a
agreed on
Christmas
it.
bonus?
Christmas bonus was 4 months before that, December.
Oh,
This
all
was
right,
in
good.
May.
So why don't you sue him back? I can't entertain that.
I don't know.
You think
I
that's a
should've.
defense?
I don't sue people. He knows that I wouldn't steal from him. I
You
don't know
know,
where he
well,
came
you're-
up with this. Where's his lawyers? I can't even believe he's in court today.
No, you know what the difference is? Were you too close? Did you go to his wedding to Carmen Electric?
Yeah, I was at the wedding.
Yeah? What was it like?
I don't know why they clapping. That was a bad thing.
It was a bad
I don't know
thing?
why they clapping.
Is that the
You want
one
me to
where you
bet?
weren't sober at the time?
You want me to
Ooh,
tell
boy.
you about the wedding?
Yeah, tell me.
Oh, Lord.
That was a.
It was amusing.
Yeah,
It was-
why?
it
Did
was
you
at
both wear the
least-
same dress?
No. See, all right.
On his defense, he got $10 million bucks for wearing that wedding dress.
He did?
Yeah,
Good
for that
you.
book signing.
Good for you.
But,
All right, now,
I would have walked down Main Street with a G-string on for $10 million bucks.
and probably less.
Or less, yeah.
Yeah. You were on Celebrity Rehab and Sober House. You clean now?
You can say that. You
can
can
say
say
that?
you can say that.
Yeah.
But,
Keep trying.
Yeah, I know,
Keep
right?
trying.
So,
All right?
yeah, that was in sober house.
Were you drunk when you gave him your money?
Oh yeah. You gotta tell the truth, right? It's in court. Yeah, I was drunk. We had a good time, but it still don't leave the fact that it's as a friend point of view. I think that it's the principle of it. But being friends. Yeah, I'd rather give the money to charity. If I win or not, it's not about that. It's about if I can trust him or not from this point on.
Thayer,
So-
should he trust you?
Hell no. Not if he's going to come up with that crazy
But let me
story.
ask you a question. He says he was drunk at the time.
He was
drunk?
wasted, and he left the table because he wanted to go party. It wasn't because he was going to go to bed.
You gotta be kidding me.
He went out and kept partying. That's why he left the money with me, because he was going out drinking.
For like safekeeping?
But that don't even.
Safekeeping,
That still don't give you the notion to spend the money, right?
I could have won.
No, if you would have won 10 grand, guess what? He would have gave me 4,000. He would have kept the 6. That's what I'm saying. See, I feel what I'm saying. How it works?
No, you would have got 8 at least.
No, I would have got it. You would have kept 6.
I would have gave you a couple grand.
What's it like when you come back to Chicago? I mean, do you feel like, this is like the Chicago Bulls days? I mean,
no, I just forgot about all those days. I just like the people here, the people, the city, and that's it, pretty much. You know, it's like more my home here, but I live in LA now, and
you're very philanthropic. You give to charities. You're doing work for PETA too, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me about the charitable work you do.
Well, I do a lot
I don't
of things.
think a lot of people know about that.
I do a lot of stuff behind closed doors. I just do a lot of stuff for homeless people, homeless charities. I do a lot of stuff for AIDS benefits. I do a lot of stuff for breast cancer. I'm doing something this Wednesday in Miami, and a benefit down there. But I just that's growing up as a homeless person myself. When I was 20 years old, I was in the street for 4 years. I know what it means like to live in the cold, live out without no food, no clothes, and stuff like that, and try to struggle. So my heart has always been in that direction. And I was playing with Chicago. That was my whole goal, is just to do all the dirty work on the court and give back to the people after the game, get my jersey away, and just talk to the people and just be more as a normal person. And I think people here in Chicago recognize that and say, no matter what I've done off the court, people still love me, still respect me, and hopefully they carry me in their arms and say, you know what, Dennis, we got you.
You still hang out with Michael Jordan?
I just saw Michael at the Hall of Fame, and a lot of people are trying to are saying things like, why did he say those things about the Chicago Bulls? I think that it was just more frustration at all the years that he's been the focal point of the NBA, and a lot of things that happened in Chicago that a lot of people didn't know, and he just let it all out in one day. And I thought it was somewhat, not Michael Jordan, but hey, I still love the guy no matter what. And next year, Scottie Pippen's up for the Hall of Fame, and I'm up for the Hall of Fame. I doubt if I get in. I would love to be there, but I think that Scottie he deserves more than I do.
Well, there are people I'm sure who would disagree with you, but you're being very humble.
I disagree with him.
Who's better, Kobe or LeBron?
I think Kobe has become a Michael Jordan of this era because he's very smart. And he knows how to score, he knows how to do certain things. LeBron is more like, here I come, watch out. He's not gifted enough as far as like knowing how to bring his other players in with him. And Kobe has figured it out. I think Kobe is probably the better player right now.
Interesting. All right, last question. Are you happily married?
She's put me on the spot, boy.
I love her.
My wife, she's actually turned into a great woman now. The first 5 years in our marriage and having our kids, we wasn't great parents, but I think she became a very, very good mother right now. Me, on the other hand, I need to work on my skills. And I think my kids right now are really loving her more than ever now. And hopefully one day I get to that point.
Let me say something before I render my verdict. What's interesting is everyone always has a perception of someone, and then you meet them and you realize, and everybody behind you, Dennis is nodding their head. You are a very deep, very sensitive human being. And, you try to be a bad boy. There's a good boy in there. Look at there. There is. Good for you. Good for you. All right. Now, that has nothing to do with your case. Turn off your phone. It's a courtroom.
Well, that was an important call, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here's the bottom line. Part of your job definition, as you defined it to the court and in your statement, was that you were there to make sure that no one took advantage of them and to keep the fleas away from them.
I can't. No one else can, but I can.
You took advantage of them. Flee, pay up. $4,000 to the defense.
Judge Pirro brought us back together.
Almost,
yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just glad to be back in Chicago, and the people here, I love them. I'll go out to Gibson's, our favorite steakhouse. And what about you?
I'm with you, man.
You with me?
Yeah.
Come on with us.
Whatever you got.
Without the suit, right?
Without the suit.
Without the suit, okay, great.